Yeah,
Because
exactly.
They put some shops out in the parking lot in addition to totally remodeling what used to be back there with the cafeteria
And this your pie place is
I guess it's a franchise, but I asked the guy. It's based out of Athens, Georgia, and this is the first shop that they have that's not in Athens. And Georgia, not Greece.
okay.
Even though
Go on.
It's
Well,
it's a pizza place?
It's a pizza place, but you walk in and they make your dough fresh, and then you pick the toppings and they put it in this fire brick oven that's at 1,000,000 degrees, and your pizza comes out in like 5 minutes.
I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. I haven't been there yet.
It's one of the best pizzas that I've ever tasted.
Did you notice did they have wheat crust pizza?
They do have wheat
Well,
crust.
see, there's a
Jen-
reason to go.
Jen got wheat. And
I love wheat crust
And
pizza.
they asked me if I wanted wheat, and I
So look, I'm Rick Rush, and they said, "Oh, sorry,
Wheat?
sir.
What are you crazy?
We understand. That's right.
Wheat?
Wheat. Get the white bread out.
Yeah, no, I want some regular. But
Recommended for the family. Good family place to go eat.
absolutely.
Well,
and
just
they
have
have
to go there.
gelato there too.
Well, see,
so
that's
you
good.
wrap up your.
Because they closed up that
With
gelato
gelato.
store downtown I used to go to. It's
Did
not
it?
there anymore. Yeah, that was the good gelato. It's not there. It's just gone.
Well, the preacher's been preaching on this place for several weeks. He talks about how often he goes over there, and
Has he read that thing in there about gluttony and all?
I'm sure he has.
Because you said he sat down and took up a whole table and ate like a whole big old gigantic pizza
Well,
pie.
what was funny is that for every now and then he mentions it as one of his vices, and goes over there a couple of times a week. So I told John, look, we're going there when we leave here. We're going.
The spirit had come upon you.
It did,
Had
man.
it.
And so we went over there and we sat down. We started eating. 20 minutes later, in comes the preacher with his family and some other people, and throws out his arms and he goes, "My people!" And all the people behind him are like, "Stafford, hey, how are you?" How are you?"
That's great.
I don't know if he's on the take or what, you know.
He probably is. He's probably said they give him a free pizza for talking about him during the sermon. Yeah, we'd go to
Paid
jail.
off in your case.
We'd
You
go to
went
jail
over
for
there.
that, but it worked out for him. Yeah, you actually paid for yours, right?
Oh, I did pay for
Okay,
mine.
just want to
Yes,
make sure of
yes.
that. Because I discovered a new place, too, this weekend. And apparently it's been there a while. I had no idea. But this is like world-class food. This is incredible. Over on Johns Island, on Maybank Highway, a place called the Wild Olive. You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Never heard of it.
Is it fancy? Sounds fancy.
It sounds fancy. It looks fancy from the outside, tucked in those big oaks back there. And but you walk inside, and there were people there in nice clothes. There were people there in very casual clothes.
What'd you eat?
Italian food.
So it's all Italian.
Oh, gee whiz. This is real. This is
Is
real.
the whole thing Italian? The whole place that's an Italian restaurant?
I think so.
What'd you have?
I had some kind of big old wide flat noodles with some kind of incredible sauce on it. I couldn't tell you.
Was it called pasta?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Was it like a penne?
no, it wasn't. It wasn't
Thicker
like
than
that.
penne?
Yeah, it's thicker than that. Judy had that, but it was. We went over with Mr. and Ms. Wall, and she's actually Italian. And Mr. Wall found her when he went over in World War II to Italy to fight. He was a medic in the army, and they met, and he brought her back, not speaking a word of English, and she's about that tall, and just absolutely, she's like the sweetest woman that ever lived on the planet, and
You're
knows
not talking about Jerry, are you?
Jerry's mama.
All the parents.
Jerry's mama.
Oh, okay.
And she is so funny, and she knows her, and she'll tell you, buddy, she'll tell you whatever comes to mind comes out her mouth. and she is just the funniest thing in the world, and she knows her food because they owned an Italian restaurant in Asheville for years and years and years, and they've retired now.
So did she give this place its blessing?
Oh Lord, yeah, her hands were going. She was talking, and her hands were flying. I think you can tell how much she likes something by how fast her hands are moving. Yeah, because they were.
If you can still see your fingers.
Yeah, they were moving. It was it was just a lot of talking and praising and hand flapping and going on.
What'd she have? Did you get spaghetti?
Well, she went first with I think the penne, and then once she tasted mine, she went ahead and they brought her a bowl of her own, so she wouldn't have to keep reaching across the table and eating mine. They great service, great people, great food, and it was cheap. It really was. I had no idea. I'd never heard of it, but it's right there, just past River Road on Maybank Highway, before you get to the barbecue place.
I know where you mean.
Before you get to JB's.
I know
it's on the
just
other
where you
side of the road. Tell you what's right beyond it is that Harley Davidson repair shop.
I know exactly where you're talking
If
about.
you get to that, you've gone too far. But I'm just there's a couple of great places you can go, and neither one of we paid for our food, so it's not commercials or anything.
And ours is super cheap. I mean, it's almost like that Moe's feel.
Oh, really?
You stand in line, you order, you move on. It has that Moe's type delivery.
I
Except
got
they
you.
didn't say welcome to Moe's.
They didn't say that. Well, that
No.
would be. I don't think they can legally.
Okay.
Yeah, there are just a couple of places you might want to try out this summer when the relatives come into town and demand that you feed them.
But Jen and I ate there for $16.
Is that right?
So
A lot of the stuff on that menu we were at was like $7 because they had a lot of half portions. You could order the $7 portion or the $13 portion, which was really, really handy. That way you
did
didn't
you order
end
a half portion?
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, because I figured I'll take half this home, eat it for lunch tomorrow. That didn't work out. No, Miss Wall, between the two of us, we finished that off.
Well, good.
It was good stuff, man. Great night.
The Clash at the College.